Good morning, everyone. First, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Stella, and this year, as you guys had already know, the grade 10s have been working hard on making our personal project. I was born in Indonesia and have lived here in Yogyakarta for all my life. I personally enjoy fashion in general as a topic. Therefore, when this project was given, I directly thought of something to do with fashion. Other than fashion, Indonesia's culture is also something that I feel very familiar with, yet I could do much more research on. Therefore, I thought of how to combine them both. These days, I've noticed that batik, as one of Indonesia's most crucial culture identities, is fading away. I don't see batik being worn by the locals as often anymore. And I realized that is caused by the evolving era of fashion and how fashion these days has become so much more varied. Batik has evolved and modernized a lot throughout the years, in aspects such as its color, its design, and its motifs. Yet many Indonesians are not aware of the presence of the new era of batik. My aim here is to reintroduce the new era of batik. I choose teenagers as my target audience since I think that we are the one who holds the biggest power in conserving and popularizing Indonesian culture today. Not just any teenagers, but teenagers of Indonesia, especially because I truly believe that we are the one responsible for it. The message that I want to share is that batik has evolved together with fashion trends throughout the year, and how batik is not old-fashioned. Batik can be worn by us teenagers too, and I also want to popularize these local brands that have been producing modern batik. With that aim, I thought of how I could spread my message entertainingly to approach my audience. And I know that my approach have to be through a modern way. I realized that to share my message, I have to approach this through an easy access platform for them. As one of the most common and most used platform these days, Instagram is one of the best platform where I could reach my audience, since it's a platform that is accessible and we go through it every day. I conducted a survey which I shared with my fellow schoolmates about their understanding of batik and its new era. After this survey, my point is proven that teenagers of Indonesia are not aware of the new era of batik. From conducting the survey, I'm also able to understand better what information that I should provide for them. Then start with my research. I first begin by making some inquiry questions before my research to ensure that I would produce a relevant, high quality, and accurate piece of information. Then I started researching different pieces of existing product. I researched local brands that are contributing to selling modern batik. I further analyzed them to better identify the different styles of modern batik and notice the other elements between the modern and traditional batik. I also researched different informative accounts on Instagram, with teenagers as their target audience. By doing this, I can understand better how to produce and assemble my account. I analyze the layout of their posts and how they exhibit the information that they share. And after this research, I realized that every account have its signature style and specialty to it. Hence, I understand that to create a successful informative Instagram account, I also have to have my own. I then started to make the posts for my account in Photoshop, and there I spent most of my first time exploring and finding the right aesthetic that would match my account and topic. I spent some time finding the right fonts, colors, and images that I want to include. After finding the right aesthetic for my account, I began to post my post one by one. Throughout this project, there were mainly two ATL skills that I improved on, which are research skill and management skills. The amount of time I've spent on researching information has allowed me to improve in aspects such as finding the right sources and choosing the right content that is needed. This is important as to make a successful account, I have to make sure that I can produce a relevant and accurate information. To be on track with all my work and ensure that I have finished all my work, I needed to have a good management skills. So throughout the project, to make sure that I don't miss anything and that I have done work according to deadlines, I created a few tables that help me to keep track of all the tasks and their due dates. So here's my final product, Wearing Indonesia, consisting 7 posts and a total of 13 slides. I first begin by pointing out the main problem here. I displayed the survey to show the primary concern, and I explain it further in the caption. I continued by explaining the definition of batik. Then I defined and showed what the new era of batik is. I said that the new era of batik is batik with modernized patterns, motifs, and design. It is a successful example of Indonesia's identity, which done its job following the new trend and era today. Following the latest trends, designers in Indonesia have successfully been developing old patterns, modernizing them, enable for batik to still be preserved and worn today. I then conclude my account by showing the differences between old, traditional, and modern batik, starting from its patterns, design, and color. To make sure that my products have been delivered the way I wanted to, I create a questionnaire on my account for my audience to answer. This allows me to get the feedback I need from my intended audience. And that's all I have today. I hope that my message is delivered and understood well by everyone. And I hope that now teenagers of Indonesia that are here can also help me to achieve this goal of conserving batik. Thank you so much for listening.